Good morning. Welcome to the August 24th, 2016 edition of Coffee with the Rockettman, where we strive and go out of our way to keep it real. My internet out here in the boonies is slow as Christmas. That grass growing outside of my bachelor hut here is growing faster than the internet's working this morning. It's hard to keep up with today's news when you have to get it by smoke signals, but that's about where I am right now. All right, got a guy out in Virginia, claims to be ISIS, an Islamisn'tnice man. He's shouting Allahu Akbar, whatever it is they yell, and then tried to cut a guy's head off. Well, I guess tried to cut a guy's head off. That was yesterday, I think. Of course, that's just one of a string of many terrorist acts perpetrated by Muslims, Islamists. All right. You got Jesus. Jesus, he taught, to love God, love your neighbor, do good to those who persecute you. By doing so, you reap, burning coals upon their head. He walked around not killing people. He walked around healing people. Giving sight to the blind, made the lame walk, turned the water into wine. Doing good. Matter of fact, his sole purpose of being here, because he knew we were a bunch of rotten sinners, and so were the people living back then, and we needed a savior. We needed somebody to save us, and he even laid down his life to give us the opportunity, the gift of being able to go to heaven. All right, that's Jesus. Then you got Mohammed. Okay. Muhammad was a pedophile. He had a bunch of different wives, some of them probably as young as 11 years old. And to go back, Jesus had all these prophets that, foretold his coming, that led up to him being born in that manger and then dying on Calvary. Well, Muhammad, he just kind of showed up, and he started writing his own book. And in his book, the Quran, he talks about spreading his religion with a sword. In other words, if you're not going to accept it, then we're going to kill you. Everybody talks about it being a peaceful religion. There are probably Muslims that are peaceful, but the religion itself is not peaceful. And the problem we got here is these folks, ISIS and the Taliban, and they're the ones living by their book. These moderates we got living here in the U.S., they're not going by what their book said. I have friends even that'll tell you, all those Muslims are not bad, and I agree with that. They go to school with my kids and blah blah blah, and of course these Muslim kids are going to school with these people's kids are going to a Christian school. I'd be willing to bet you that my friends wouldn't want to send their kids to a Muslim school, because they wouldn't get treated probably nearly as nicely as the Muslim kids get treated at the Christian school. I'm just saying, it is what it is. You know, I'm not about mistreating kids of any religion. You know, problem is kids grow up. You know, if they grow up to be doctors and contributing members of society, great. But you know, these Islamic radicals, they have kids too. You know, that's the problem I have with it. So we're gonna bring them here by the tens of thousands. You know, and hope that none of them are radical. Doesn't make any sense to me. That's my rant for the day. I'm just at what point do you call a spade a spade? You know, at what point do you look at your military generals and say, look guys, we got this problem with ISIS, Taliban. This is what needs to happen. You got all these old war horses. Of course, the Obama administration's got rid of most of the war horses, and they've replaced them by lesbians and gays and touchy-feely generals. But that's another story for another day. These old war horses, though, by golly, you tell them, look, we got this problem, get rid of it. Let me know when you're finished. That's all you gotta do. Just let me know when you're finished. Step back. This thing will be over with in 2 months. But no, we got our hands tied behind our back because, you know, we don't want to make anybody, you know, we don't want to. Well, first of all, we got a Muslim president. That's the biggest problem. Who, not even an American citizen, probably. I could rant all day. I'm gonna get off of here. I mean, y'all know. Think about these things, man. Think about it, because it's important. It's important. And no, I'm not a hater. I'm not gonna mistreat anybody based upon their color of their skin, by their religion. I'm not gonna mistreat anybody. But I tell you what, I'm gonna keep my eyes open. I'm gonna call it the way I see it. If there's a problem with that, tough, you know. Hey, because I'm thick-skinned. I can take it back. I can take it. All right. Open your eyes. Have a great day. After all this positive message, be loving on Mr. Happy. And guess what? Wake up, people.